son to the Tá anna hostel fad a bit so in O'Laugher, a bit so on anna specialty or on anna specialty the current O'Laugher. I'm fear we have each ill and very grateful to you all as tap them up and if you are Alex show, you understand he into this fear. If you're going over in the other so one of the finest nights we had so far this year, to be sure. I want to start by basically thanking a few people that it's always kind of something I forget to do, and none of this could ever really happen without the support that we receive from so many people, and now that support goes unacknowledged. So I just want to start off by basically thanking the School of Music and for their support for this program in Irish music, and particularly Patrick Williams, who started this program and who insisted that we bring out musicians from Ireland and give students the opportunity to learn from these musicians, speak to these musicians, and share the experience of Irish music with these musicians. Also the Irish Studies program and the Department of English and the College of Humanities and Sciences that have always been supportive of this relationship with the School of Music and the College of Visual Performing Arts. I also would like to thank others, for example, the Irish Consulate, who has provided sponsorship for this, and also the Fulbright organisation, who helped us to bring out the Irish language teachers, and they always pick these incredible teachers who are so talented. I'm so jealous of them. How can these people have so many gifts and qualities? But they're extraordinary. And particularly this year, I just want to thank Owen McKay, who's out there from Monaghan of all places, up on the north, or Stony Grey Soil of Monaghan. If you ever want to read about Monaghan, read about Patrick Kavanagh. He's turned out some great poets, some great singers, and some great musicians. And Laura McCaig is one of them, and she's our teacher here tonight, and she has done incredible work with our students, so I want to acknowledge what she has done. I also want to thank the MTA, which is the Montana Community Access Television, for coming in and recording this, and for the grant that they've given us, and also the Friends of Irish Studies, without whom we have none of this. They are the biggest benefactors of the Irish Studies program. Because of them, we have our language program, our study abroad program, we have our music program, our dance program. We can bring out these Fulbright teachers. So if you're not members of that organisation, a community group, please do join them. They're incredible. And also my own family and wife, who basically put up with a lot of time without me to take the time from them. You know, it's never kind of your own time, it's you're taking from somebody else. So I just want to acknowledge my wife and children and all they do, all the support they receive. And I think I've covered all the thank yous, and especially all of you down there who have been so helpful all through the time of doing this Irish Studies program, which we continue to build and grow and develop. But now it's my distinct honour, it's more than an order, it's more than free blade of itself, from Liam O Maonlai for an O'Laugher. So, that's a gumster of our sure, how long you must go told my cloud. It's shame size in the Bava, we still can possibly come on the ground. And when the Irish Gaelic League started looking to follow him, we looked into the Gaelic League, after the sale in Ailing, did it come out and Dog and Shoonigan. When they talk about the Irish nation, they were talking about people like Liam, people who would embody both traditions. Shishin, and Zion, and Tana, and Kyoto, and Rodolphus, and Rodolphus. Those people who have the Irish music, the Irish language, the Irish tradition, the Irish heritage, that Irish Gaelic culture that goes back 3,000 years, and integrate that seamlessly with the other culture that had come in, the Anglo-Irish culture, so that you could be both things. You could be a bearer of that traditional culture, and at the same time be a very strong exponent of the contemporary culture and the English language, bringing both languages together. He has done it, and he has done it in a way that very few others have managed to do. And I've always looked for a long time. I just want to say I first saw the man in 1987 in a bar in West Kerry, when I was kind of too shy, can you believe it, what was said to him. He was the lead vocalist of the Hot Flower, he was a beautiful Irish dude, the whole thing, and I was saying, well, he brought me back to some other people in the likes of me, which was probably true. But anyway, he is. He is somebody that has embodied this whole tradition and this whole heritage and has brought the cultures of Ireland together into one, and gives beautiful expression to those cultures in his creative art, his music and his singing. And in all, he has done to inspire so many people, not just in Ireland, but throughout the world. And it's a great, great honour and a great privilege to have him here, to introduce him. And I would just ask all of you now to just give a very, very hearty Irish, Montana, Missoula welcome to Liam O Maonlai. Thank you all.
Because I needed a friend that night and I was left all alone. I never forget that trail. I try to be funny, but it usually doesn't work. Sing the song. I'm going to sing you a song now. My father, I grew up in Dublin, and I'm as cracked as they come. My father and my mother was a mad woman, and my father was probably as mad as she was, and we're all mad, the whole family. Bonkers. But our madness is encased in our culture, and madness, in our language, madness is gath, or diniledzia, somebody with God, and gath is from the word gala, the moon. I like the moon, I like the sun. I like those lights too. I'm going to sing you a song. So my father loved collecting songs. He was an engineer by trade. He grew up in Cork, a very, well, in a time of emergence. Our country was emerging from servitude, and the people of my father's time were inventing themselves and saw, I think, what I see from observing my father and the people of his generation, and my mother and the people of her generation, the obligation of a person of the nation was to be the nation, to look in and see what came from within, to represent what you stood upon and what you stood for. Language is a shared thing, but it was about, we were tired of waiting for somebody from above, from the pulpit, or from the altar, or from the microphone, or the television, or the radio to tell us what to do. It was a time when people stood and chose to wear tweed, or chose to sing a certain song a certain way, or to enjoy a certain type of art. And so my father's time was a time of reinvention, coming from the self, coming from within. And it wasn't necessarily the obvious Irishness that can be quite popular, the green shamrock and all of that. It was something more subtle, and it was something more related to the tides, the rocks, the ancient language, but the modern vision, and also the different cultures that influenced us. All were welcome as long as they were fair, and as long as they were willing to share. So my father came to Dublin and married my mother. He saw her on the stage. She wasn't a stripper. She could have been. She'd be well able. She was fine looking woman. Where am I going? Try being me. I mean, you're okay. You can go home. But I'm stuck with it. But no, she was in the Abbey Theatre, and she was acting on stage, and She was a beautiful woman. To the day she died, she was a beautiful woman. And I held her hand in October, and I saw her breathe her last breath this October. So I'm holding her so strongly here tonight, and I'd offer this night up to anyone who's holding. I know Trail, your mom as well, has just passed, and anyone here who's remembering people that are close to them, whether they're gone beyond or just gone or whatever it is. So I'll offer that. I'll offer this night for that, and I feel lucky that, you know, my father and my mother gave me music, and so they gave me a tool to play with these. You know, we're living in this very strange world that is full of creation. Things grow out of the ground and they just go up and they reach for the sun. And then people with mouths and eyes and ears and holes all over the place, getting by, and we create culture like, I feel like bees make honey. We do this to sustain ourselves. We create this network of sounds, and culture is as old as the ancient songs, but it's as modern as the Beatles, or you know, or even younger. We're still touching on a frequency that makes us go, oh, I need that, I need that, I need that. So my father was an engineer, and I'm telling you, I didn't expect to be talking this long, but it does happen to me. I get on a train of thought, and then about 7 trains of thought present themselves. It's part of the affliction, but I'm glad to have it. I found a book. My father passed away in 1963. No, he was 63. It was 1993 he passed away. And I found a book of his, small book of songs. And I knew the melody of this song for a long time, since I was a little one. But I never learned the words. And my father loved to learn new, old songs. He learned to pick up, he loved to pick up a song that he hadn't, and he'd polish it, and he'd get it ready for a dinner dance, or a party, or just going out, whatever it was. So I'd like to sing this song, and it's a song that relates to immigration. This fellow is Jimmy, and the woman is singing to Jimmy about him and how he was forced to leave. I think it's the most beautiful melody, and I was so happy to learn it. I felt suddenly I put on my father's shoes when I took the time to learn this. As well as being mad and very lazy. So I was delighted that I actually pushed myself into doing this. So here it is. If you feel like closing your eyes, feel free. If you feel like dancing. accompanying version. Agus clodo mele bile shejini movi sto. Mavores mahe garas August on the new the Venus the Barnes day coming. Seems like it will go on. Your window is open to the night, and your coffee is still warm, and your feet come down. You can't wait being soothed by the sound of Christ Church bells as the hours turn. You can hear them, they'll be ringing time. Oh yeah, Johnny, you lived in this town. He repaired old watches and clocks, but they don't give him much time now, and he doesn't know what's gone wrong, but he keeps on moving on his lonely road from hell, asking for forgiveness underneath Christ Church bells as the hours turn. You can hear them you can hear them as the time goes by. Roll by. Sunsets over the city, clouds are rising, and you can see clear to the night-time sky. And if you're feeling precious, you wanna do well, think of others underneath Christ Church bells. Oh, yeah. This looks. It's a slippery little dude. I picked this up when I was 9 years old. This was being taught in school. And I was quite excited at that stage to pick it up, because I'd already heard a lot of this great music around me. We had a CD or a tape, there were no CDs in that time. That's about, it's about 10 years ago, so. No, that's not going to work. About 40 something years ago, 40, do the maths, 44 years ago. And we had a tape by a great man called Liam O Maonlai. Google him tonight, now even, if you want. I don't mind. Make a phone call. Liam O Maonlai was born in Adair, County Limerick. He was born using the name John Reedy, the anglicised version of his native name, as a number of generations before him used the anglicised version of his name, John Reedy. But O'Riada is the name that is the given name, and Riada is an ancient word. Traillock will tell you about it after the break, because I don't know anything about it. Dal Riada, it's a beautiful word, and he embodied this word. He was, I think, one of the most important people in Irish history, because he dealt in music, and he studied composition, modern European composition, weird stuff. Modern composition. Loads of those, 12 of them at least, every 2 bars. So I don't know, but he was into that. He was a modernist, and he was of my father's generation. So there was this sense of self-invention, and I suppose every person goes through it at some point in their maturity. But he was doing it, and he liked to smoke a little cigar, and he was a stylish man. He was a great jazz piano player. But he went to Corcohuene, West Kerry, Groig. He stayed in Groig. He stayed with Sean D'Hora, who was one of the great singers. I had a great fortune and pleasure and irreversible experience of hearing this man sing. Sean D'Hora, he sang with every molecule of his being, and he threw himself into the song. He was about 80 years old, I think, when he sang, but he had the energy of a 10-year-old goat. I don't know where it comes from. But he did. He had just so much energy. So anyway, Sean D'Hora, I had the pleasure of knowing this man. And Sean O'Riada went, I'd say in 1967, 68, went for a summer holiday with his young family, and they stayed in this area, which is the Gaeltacht area of one of the Gaeltacht areas of Ireland, which is the area where the language had not been shamed out of the native population. So the language was still being spoken as it had naturally evolved from its beginning. And it blew his mind, and he changed his name back to Sean O'Riordan, and he realised that Europe wasn't the way to look. This was the way to look. Into the roots was the way to look. Into the roots of his ancestors was the way to look. And he tapped into an infinite amount of beautiful musical energy. And he put together a band called Kiltori Chulen. And when he died, a band called the Chieftains emerged from that band that he had put together. Well, he had so many plans. He died, he was only 40 years old when he died in 1971, and I remember when it was. And he'd done so much at that stage, and his hair was white. He looked about 70. His mother says that he saw the banshee. He saw a fairy woman. And what happens is when you see a particular fairy woman, you age. This is what his mother said. I don't know, that's just a tangent into the story. But I hope I'm not going on too long and boring you. No. It's important to me. That's all I'm saying. But Sean O'Riordan, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Sean O'Riordan. A huge wave of Irish music would not exist if it were not for Sean O'Riordan. So I'm going to play a tune, and I had a very clear idea of what the tune was going to be, but I've forgotten it now because I started talking. When I do that, I forget it. This was one of the tunes that was on this album. O'Riordan Sigeti, still in print, still available. O'Riordan live with his band, Kiltori Chulen in the Gaiety. When you buy that record, when you hear it, something happens. Between the notes, something happens. Every time I hear it, the hairs go up at the back of my head. I've learned most of what I know from having this record in our house. We used to have it in the back of the car. We didn't have a tape machine in the car, it was just a radio. So you had to press this little cassette thing, and it would get old and slow down. And we travelled around West Kerry, the same place that his mind was blown. My mind was blown in the same place. And the music related so clearly. You could see the land in the music, and you could hear the music in the land. It just was one, and that's, what else is it? What else is it? So this is Martin Limerick, which is the Lament for Limerick. One of the last important battles in an attempt to gain our freedom was lost, and this is the music that was composed by a piper for that very, 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 very sad day. But listen to the bird-like optimism. See you in 10 minutes.
Will you play another?
Will I play another?
Yes,
Now?
please. No.
When I come back? Yes. Like 3 more. Or 4. So see you in
5.
5.
Come to me about getting CDs of Liam's music, and you can get some of them online. But just as for tonight's performance, it's being recorded. So what we will do is that we produce CDs. We have CDs made of this and the other sections as well that we have had. And if anybody wants a CD, and it'd be nice if people could just send me in a note letting me know they would like the CD, I'd be able to get a number then and tell the Sebastian here to make the CDs how many we want, and we'll get them up to you as soon as possible, if that makes sense. So we're going to start the second half, and also one of the reasons we've had Liam out, we've had the others out, is basically we've been going into the schools, working with kids and so forth, and it's been very, very, very successful. It's actually been remarkable. And we're very grateful to Liam and all those who've gone into Hellgate High School in particular and worked with the kids. There's some recordings of them in there with Daniel and Annie and with Liam, and they're well worth looking at. But also to play with our own students in the Irish Studies program, and again, like we have done with previous performers, we're going to have some of our studies up here singing later on, so that's another treat to look forward to. Okay, I'm done talking, so we will have actually Liam O Maonlai, but we need to be in the market.
So, as some of you might know, I gained notoriety by being in a band called Hot House Flowers. Thank you. Thank you very much. And it was great because it got me everywhere. It got me all over the world. It sowed a lot of seeds of friendship as well as industry and creation. And I've got 2 friends in particular that I've been through thick and thin with, and we've seen the worst and the best of each other, in each other, and we've survived it. We've come through it. And who knows, I might give up on it next week, but at the moment we're still together, we still play, and we kind of laugh at an awful lot of things that we wouldn't have laughed at before. And it's just a real pleasure to grow with people, no matter what they think, in a way. If I got too obsessed by what they thought, I would be gone. And if they got too obsessed about what I thought, they'd be gone. That kind of thing. But that's just measuring. But anyway, so one of the sweet thing also is hearing the soul of a friend through his music. And Peter O'Toole is one of my band members, not the Peter O'Toole of Lawrence of Arabia. And interestingly enough, this Peter O'Toole used to get letters from Peter O'Toole's office, and Peter O'Toole's office used to say, "We've got checks for you." So that was interesting. Peter, to me, is he's a craftsman in music. I met him when I was 15. By that stage, he had left school. He'd just gone, not doing it. And he used to actually hang out in a tree. in the grounds of a monastery, and he was friendly with some of the monks in this monastery, and they were actually into guitar, electric guitar, blues guitar, this Rory Gallagher style guitar. And he was a very unusual, especially at that age, at 15, I met this guy, and he had such a different sense of humour. But the biggest thing about him was his sensitivity as a musician, what he would play. And he started writing songs, and he wrote this song. And the song was written for his son Doolin, but it relates to so many. But it relates to our kids. I sing it for my son and my daughter Emma, my son Keane, and for all the kids, you know, for Park. Bird song. Just rise it up a little bit. So this is this very simple song. It's called Feel Like Living.
It took a long time, a long time. It came to me when I needed it so bad. Long time, long time. I wasn't ready, I wasn't down with what I had. Let me start at the beginning, when I first set eyes on you. I knew that you'd be the one that makes me feel like living. You're the one that makes me feel. You're the one that makes me feel like living. You're the one that makes me feel. When you speak, when you sing, I see beauty shining down on everything. Because your life is still so pure. Your more is precious as the day that you were born. Let me start at the beginning. When I first set eyes on you, I knew that you'd be the one that makes me feel like living. You're the one that makes me feel. You're the one that makes me feel like living. You're the one that makes me feel. You're the one that makes me feel like living. grass is always greener. The sun will always shine. The sky is always clearer. Just 'cause you're alive, just 'cause you're alive, just 'cause you're alive. Is a chyrna canabris harna farigi godis na New South Wales. On teve chayna hasava no genoch machala verar goish da fele. Logaras gigan schachter matin maditreshen dochre ho kalafuin lelein laura Moirain tanambo khabu hashedamanta mahaspiran hele. Is a chyrna canaries harna farigi godis na New South Wales. On sevel china hasavon udenach machada verar goish dovle. Lo alas achino schachter matin goditresha Moirain tanambo khuda shedamanta vasir mihne.
postman New South Wales.
Like a motherless child. Oh, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Yeah, I'm alone. From home. Aus lascosti, snabalti muara, aftalcion meos coimate. Da vein cicauzza, da vence iscaun e mare, ach en iscaun taimba, iscaun volle leiselo, is beg moving to the go. I wish I had you in Caribbean, me father watching, oh money wood, sailing over the deep blue ocean. In morosa chegueu, but the seas are deep, love, and I cannot swim over, and neither have I wings to fly. I met with a handy boatman who would ferry over my young day. What, me? And in Kilkenny it is reported on marble stones they're as black as ink, with gold and silver I would support her, but I'll see no more now till I get a drink. I am seldom drunk, though I am never sold. A handsome rover from town to town, but now I am dead. My days are over. Molly the story now lay me with a handy motorman who'd ferry over my woe and is a piano in safety to winter vessel is go back in the body. Shem through your mouth, shem through your mouth, shem body. Shem through your mouth, savannah, the egg of our hearts. If anyone knows this song, please don't be afraid to join in. Oh, rockin' go body, oh, rockin' go body, body. Oh, rockin' go body, Shem through your mouth, shem through your mouth, shem through your mouth, savannah, the egg of our hearts. Oh, rockin' go here, oh, did she go below? I was down and they shouted to the winter vessel, it's called back in my party. Shem through your mouth, shem through your mouth, shem party. Shem through your mouth, savannah, the egg of our hearts. Goes down and it's out to the winter vessel, it's gone. That's basically what you have to do. Okay? That's all. We're out of this. Cold. Yeah, sort of see how far he get to forgetting her. Hallelujah, Jordan went to the nearest bar and he ordered whiskey and sort of see how far he get to forgetting her. Yeah, he met her on my cafe and they sat all night drinking coffee and they found they had a lot in common. Later on they went back to his place and sat till dawn laughing and talking and they went out. They had a lot in common, he was young. He had a young spirit. He could have kissed all night. That he knew that he loved her. Yeah, he was young. He had a young spirit. Could have kissed all night. That he knew that he loved her. Yeah, now he found hallelujah joy and he be propping up someone wrong with her. Trying to strangers his secrets, trying to strangers his problems. You find hallelujah joy there. They far and they get away. One hand stays on his bed. He'll tell you how she was flattered by a smart young man, rode up fast car. You can tell me your secrets. Think I know what you need. You can tell me your secrets. I think I know what you need. Well, now, hallelujah, loves a battle, more brittle than a body, more brittle than a heart she had broken yet. Now, hallelujah, loves a battle, more brittle than a body, more brittle than a heart she had broken yet. Now, hallelujah, loves a battle, more brittle than a body, more brittle than a heart she had broken. Sorry. That was okay. Well, now, hallelujah, loves a battle, more brittle than a body, more brittle than a heart. She ain't broken yet. Now, hallelujah, loves a battle, more brittle than a body, more brittle than a heart. She ain't broken yet. Hallelujah left this town, and the next drink he had to drown. Finally drowned his sorrow. He
Irish class, part of the Irish Studies course, and we had a good old time. And we're going to do something together now. And this isn't like, we're going to sing, we're going to do a version of She Moved Through the Fair. I'm going to follow you guys, okay? So, come on. Or, yeah, come on, the inside. Sean, you can come up here.